Welcome. Welcome to this February 24th, 2026 YouTube live stream. I'm your host, Justin Mack with McDermott Media. Here at Freedom News Now, coming to you from the war room, straight from the underground. We're talking ICE officers in Michigan. Get owned. Talking tyrant cops, tyrant judges, plus First Amendment live. Real quick, I want to advise you of our Facebook page, Freedom News Now. If you have a Facebook, go follow us over on Facebook. We're back posting videos on Facebook again. Published some new videos today. Got 3 new videos up. Got 3 new coming up tomorrow. So if you're still using Facebook, make sure you go follow us at Freedom News Now on Facebook. We're really going to be focusing on our effort on publishing videos, publishing Facebook Reels videos on our Freedom News Now. So go follow us over there on Facebook, Freedom News Now. Let's get to it. ICE officers owned Michigan. Hundreds rally as Romulus council rejects the ICE detention center plan. More protesters. Looks like mostly white boomers out selling out their own race, their own people, protesting in favor of white genocide and the Great Replacement. It's absolutely disgusting, these traitors out there protesting in favor of illegal invaders replacing the population, the Native American population like myself. These are some traitors. Romulus City Council unanimously passed a resolution opposing the ICE detention center planned to open within the city. They say they're exhausting all avenues to protect the illegal invaders and completely sell out the American citizen, to completely replace the American worker, the great replacement of the American worker. Romulus got a lot of these boomers out there. Part of the reason we're in the predicament we're in is because of the boomers. You got University of Michigan community reacting to recent ICE activity in Washtenaw County. You got crybabies in Washtenaw County protesting in favor of their own replacement. You can't make this up how ignorant these people are. They're literally out protesting in favor of their own great replacement by the illegal invaders. These people are retarded. They're supposed to be going to one of the most well-respected educational institutions in America, but yet they're out here protesting in favor of their own great replacement. Talk about ignorance. Talk about a group of retards, I'd say. Ypsilanti families reported ICE agents were detaining Ypsilanti community school parents near school grounds. Community members assembled in protest of local ICE presence. Well, ICE needs to go around these schools. You need to go in the schools. ICE needs to go in the schools, and the teachers, the principals, the superintendents, they all need to report these students. If you got illegals, students in your classroom, they need to report that. They need to call ICE. Get on the phone, call ICE, call 911. If you're a teacher in these public schools, you've got suspected illegals. You know if they're illegals or not. If they're illegal invaders in your classroom stealing seats from the inner city youth, from the inner city black kids, stealing money from the inner city black kids. You know, a lot of these young black youth, they rely on that. These black families, they rely on all that money. There's only so much money to go around if it's going to the illegals. That's less that's going to the blacks that need it. I hate to blame it on the boomers, but the boomers are much of the reason we're in this mess. They let it happen. They let the invasion happen. You know, look at all our grandparents. Our grandparents, great grandparents fought in a war, World War II, Vietnam's, police action, Korean War, World War One, fought in these world wars for what? For what? For the complete invasion of third worlders, fourth worlders? No, it's time to do your part. It's time to stand up, rise up, speak up. You see all these invaders out in your local Kroger, packed full of illegals, your local 7-Eleven. You got to do your part. Call 911. Call 911s. Get these tyrant cops. That leads us into more of these tyrant cops and tyrant judges. You need to remember that in Michigan, we're reporting out of Michigan. Come August, come midterm time in August, the midterm elections, those of you that participate in those elections, make sure you get out and withhold your vote. Hold your vote. Let the GOP crash and burn. They're not giving you mass deportations. There'll be a lot of judgeships out there. You've got judges like Allison Batestein, D12 judge out of Michigan, aiding and abetting, harboring and concealing the illegals, the invasion in your community. Make sure you remember that come August when it's time for midterm elections, and Judge Allison Batestein, judge, aiding and abetting the invasion in your community. You can thank Judge Allison Batestein for those thousands of new Somalis, those thousands of new from Venezuela, from the Congo. You thought it was bad before in the hood with African Americans. You haven't seen nothing now that you thousands of real Africans in the hood stealing money from your welfare funds. You can thank Allison Batestein for that. And in the visas, the H-1Bs, all while prosecuting the American citizen, the American taxpayer, all while focusing on the citizen, sending her thin blue line henchmen, her thin blue line thugs to arrest the American citizen, all while protecting the illegal invaders. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. You got to do your part. Get out there and record, expose it. Speak at the if those of you that participate in the midterm elections 2026, they're in August in Michigan. Withhold your vote. I know I'm not participating. I'm withholding my vote. no mass deportations, ICE total surrender. Michigan was bragging about 2,300 people arrested, illegals arrested by ICE, by DHS in Michigan in a year. Out of the millions of illegals in Michigan, they arrested 2,300, and then they're still housed right here in Michigan. They're still housed right here in detention centers. They haven't even been deported. Yeah, you're not getting your mass deportations. Remember that when the GOP wants your vote. You know, Trump is withdrawing ICE from Minneapolis. At the same time, he's deploying. You're getting no mass deportations, no National Guard to fight crime. But we're still getting another regime war change for Israel in the Middle East. Doesn't look good for MAGA. Looks like MAGA's dead. Time to rebuild for 2028. Everyone within MAGA is not looking too good. I don't like to see it, but MAGA's been dead for a long time now. Most of MAGA now is MAGA light. We need to go far, much farther to the right. We need someone who can fulfill promises of mass deportations of all the illegal invaders. We need to restore rule of law in America. That starts by getting out radical activist judges in America like D12 Judge Allison Bates-Stein, aiding and abetting, and the great replacement of all you Christian Americans. Well, maybe we need to restore Sharia law. In Michigan, there's much of Michigan is Sharia law. We can't restore Christian rule of law, Sharia law. That means these judges need to cover those faces up. We don't want to see your face out in public. All these feminist judges, feminists. That goes for all the feminists. Feminism needs to go away and die. Feminism's dragging down America. Need to put these feminists in their place. What a great time to be alive. So thankful, so grateful for each and every one of you joining us here on this YouTube live stream. Talking ICE officers owned around the country, tuck-tailed and surrender in Minneapolis, tuck-tailed and surrender in Michigan. They don't dare, ICE, DHS, they don't dare go in Jackson, Michigan. They don't dare go in Dearborn, Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Muskegon, Michigan, Coldwater, Michigan. They don't dare go in these Michigan communities. They'd run. ICE officers would get on just like in Minneapolis, run away scared with their tails tucked between their legs. They don't dare come in Michigan unless they're trafficking millions of foreign invaders and dropping them off by the thousands off those big white buses off at Detroit Metro Airport. You literally have the Detroit Metro police officers trying to arrest journalists at the airport for exposing illegals invading our country. The police officers would rather arrest the journalists, the independent journalists, the constitutional activists, the civil rights expert, It's that way all across America. Tyrant cops. It's not just the tyrant judges. You've got these tyrant cops. They've got the stand down order to not arrest illegals, focus their effort on arresting the American citizen. That's where they get all their money from. They can't get any money from the illegal. The illegal's fully funded by you, the American taxpayer. I don't know how you guys do it, how you guys work those 9 to 5s. I couldn't do it. I couldn't work 9 to 5 every day, getting up every day, doing alarm clock. I couldn't do it. I commend you for it. I can't do it. I'd have to end myself if I had to work a 9 to 5 every day. I couldn't deal with that. There's no way. Working every day, slaving your life away just so you can pay taxes to pay for all these millions of illegal aliens that are raping your culture, raping your community, your healthcare system. I don't know how you can do it, especially when there's no voting your way out of it. That's not going to help. But those of you that do participate, remember, those that watch our videos, we're pointing out to you, we can focus on some of the local traders in the community. We get a lot of tips. Speaking of which, you want to send tips to freedomnewsnow2@gmail.com. More tips on these tyrant cops, tyrant judges, like Michael Clarenstein, Allison Batestein. They want to arrest the independent journalist, the American citizen who reports on the illegal invaders. That's their cheap labor. That's the new slave labor in America, the new cheap labor, the illegal invader to replace the American citizen. You know, if we could get some arrests of some of these rich corporate elite that own these businesses, that own these Walmarts, it's not just private business. Most of the post offices now around Michigan, they're all employed by foreign nationals, foreigners, and illegals. The U.S. Post Office, many people want to criticize First Amendment auditors for recording at post offices. Well, probably because many of the people that are criticizing the auditors are the foreign nationals, the illegals that work at the post office. I can't tell you how many foreigners that can't speak English that work at a post office in Michigan. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how foreigners can work in a post office when they can't read English and can't speak English, but somehow the U.S. Post Office really loves to hire their foreign nationals from India, from Islamabad, Pakistan, from Delhi, India, from Mumbai, India. Same way in Ohio. Many of the Ohio post office workers straight from India, foreign nationals. It's not just Walmart. It's not just Kroger, 7-Eleven, Lowe's. It's the U.S. Post Office. They're selling out the American citizen, the American worker for their foreign nationals, illegal alien slave labor. It's gotten bad in Michigan, Ohio, Indiana. Be careful out on the roads in this tri-state area. A lot of Indian drivers, a lot of Indian CDL drivers, a lot of post office CDL foreign drivers from India, from Punjabi, India. Don't forget to like, subscribe, guys. Consider a donation. You want to keep seeing these breaking news videos, current events, breaking news, ICE officers own, Tyrant cops, plus First Amendment live. Best thing you can do is hit that like tab, hit that subscribe, go follow us over on Facebook. We're back publishing heavy, publishing high impact videos over on our Facebook page, Freedom News Now. Got that page back up and rolling after the mass censorship campaign. It's a constant battle. It's a constant fight, battling the censorship regime. Continue to share our videos. Hit that like tab. Let's get those likes up there. Hit that like tab. Hit that like tab. Let's get them up there. Got the State of the Union tonight. Trump's State of the Union address. I really want to see Trump call out these traitor Supreme Court justices, these traitors to America, these judges on the Supreme Court bow down to China, bow down to foreign interest groups. The DEI judges, the female judges, that says a lot right there when you've got four of your Supreme Court justices are females. Get them out. We need to remove these female judges, female justices from behind the bench. They don't have the ability to interpret rule of law at the highest levels necessary to be a judge, to be a Supreme Court justice. Get them out. It's time to restore Christian rule of law in America. We need to remove all foreign judges, all foreign national judges. Got to be a Christian judge if you want to be a judge, a prosecutor. You want to enforce Christian rule of law in America. It starts with Christian judges, Christian police officers, Christian prosecutors. Let your voice be heard. Speak up. Now is the time. Never a better time than now to get out and protect your blood, protect your soil, protect your Christian identity. Now is the time before it's too late. We'll continue to push hard for mass deportations. I'd like to see ICE succeed in their mission, but it looks like a complete and total surrender, a total fail. And then, if that's the case, what's next? Then you got 2028 for the GOP. If you need to rebuild the GOP because they crashed and burned after failing to deliver for the American people once again. Then what? We'll see. We'll see. You know, you got the Epstein files still. You got 3 million of the 6 million Epstein files released. All these elites, they pretty much can do anything you want if you're part of Mossad or CIA, according to what Dershowitz was talking about. If you're part of Mossad, CIA, and elite, you can pretty much do anything and get away with it. But you or I, regular American taxpayer, they'll come at you with the full weight of the law, full force of the law. You don't pay all your to the IRS every single penny. That's the way it goes. I feel those of you out there working those 9 to 5s, I really feel for you. I don't know how you do it. I commend you, but working those 9 to 5s every day just to pay all those taxes, to support all those illegals, stealing money, stealing billions of dollars out of every state in America. It's not just Minneapolis. It's not just Minneapolis. Look at all the massive fraud in Minnesota, Michigan, California. The American worker slaving their life away. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you can continue to do it like that. You know, look at your great grandparents fighting in these world wars for what? For what? For your complete white genocide? For your complete great replacement of your entire people, your entire culture? And then you've got these ignorant, retarded fools out there, insane Karens and Darrens out there protesting in favor of white genocide and in favor of the great replacement, in favor of their own replacement by illegal invaders. I mean, this society's become so dumbed down, so ignorant, so retarded. I mean, it's absolutely insane where we are right now in America, but got to try to stay positive. Got to try to stay positive. Continue watching our videos. Watch and learn our highly educational YouTube videos to find out the best in current events, the best in First Amendment, the best in exposing tyrant cops, traitor judges, tyrant judges. We'll show you the way. We'll show you the way. Talking ICE officers, own tyrant cops, plus First Amendment live. Got to stay strong. Who else is in here? Appreciate y'all coming in. I see y'all in there. Appreciate those likes. Appreciate those subscribers, all you new subscribers. Consider a donation here at Freedom News Now. Help keep freedom alive. Let's get those likes up there. Get those likes up there. Get those likes up there. Show your support. It's all about police accountability and transparency, government accountability and transparency, holding corrupt government officials accountable, civil rights education and information, constitutional rights, First Amendment, cops, police, live PD. I'm going to get ready and wrap this video up, and that's all for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe for police accountability, civil rights education YouTube videos, and I'll see you on the next one.